The following presentation is a part of the National Heavy Boxing League's 10th season, celebrating 10 years of the premier level of heavy boxing in the Team Fortress 2 community, and a final send-off as the NHBL closes after its 10th season.
Hello everyone and welcome to a very special night. This is NHBL Fight Night Boxing Boogaloo. I am your host Sins alongside the European Fight Night coordinator Ridge, and it's time to get your boxing gloves on and your groove on because this fight night is a very special one where multiple championships will be defended and we will crown a new one with the now revisualized Australian Championship that is near and dear to my precious heart. But that's just one match of 5, Ridge. With the other matches on the card tonight, which one are you most excited for?
Personally, I'm most excited for the 2v2 because not only is it the first time that 2v2 has been experimented with a format on a formal show, but it's also between two nations, Team France and Team England. I've gathered the best boys from both nations, and it's going to be a good one, I hope.
Yeah, it will be a good one, and we have to talk about our main event, too. It's going to be a triple threat match. Now, we had a little bit of a mishap here. Ice was supposed to be in that match, but instead, we're going to have Raid Baron pull double duty from being in the tag team match, and because he was the runner-up of the North American Fight Night last night, he was able to fill in Ice's spot in this main event match that will see him pit up against Egyptian Bagel and Lulk in a 4-win triple threat match for the NHBL Fight Night Championship. Ridge, what's your thoughts on that match? That's ecstatic.
It's going to be very interesting. Triple threats are something which would have to require team friendly fire, which is not necessarily reliable for melee, but Baxter's has got something in his head. It is crown of his. So I don't doubt him for a single second that this is going to be one hell of a match, and good luck to all of them, I have to say, especially when Bale's on the team. Just, you better hope you have your lucky charm. Ah.
Yeah, it'll be a very awesome match. And now we're gonna get started right in the action. It's tag team action. We're taking it down to Baxter, who's in the ring now to announce to the wrestlers.
Woo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for 3 falls. Introducing the participants first, representing the land of France and their fellow Frenchmen, the team of Metro and the NHBL European Champion Raid Baron, Team France. And the opponents, representing Queen and Country, the team of El Comandante and the Natasha Heavyweight Champion Retro, they are Team England.
Here we go, start of the tag team action. In the red is Retro and Commandant, and in the blue is Metro and Raid Baron. And already out of the gate,
Tag Commandante.
oh, Commandant is in the ring now, Raid Baron.
Tag Metro.
Metro comes in with the tag now. Full steam ahead for Metro as he's taking out Commandant in the corner there. Right in the middle of the ring, Commandant's been eliminated. And then Retro leaves right after that. Metro picks up for his team 1-0. Wow, Metro was really just dominant there on that last end, don't you think, Ridge?
Pretty good strategical tag in there from Raid Baron. Pretty darn clever boy, if I don't say so myself. You know, as we look at England, we see two Sasha Heavyweight Championship runners up, and while Raid Baron is a new guy, and Metro has had some decent success in finals, but not to the extent of the other two. So this could be a case of, well, or machine versus two superstars that don't have too much chemistry, but we'll have to see in the next round.
Second round, starting out, Raid Baron's out there against El Commandant to start out with. And El Commandant hit that first punch, but I think Raid Baron missed. He keeps on missing El Commandante. Raid Baron needs to set his feet up, and he finally gets that hit in. And then now El Commandant starting to look like he's going back from his teammate. Raid Baron might have to tag in, and he does just so. Metro comes in. And El Commandante and Metro coming up. Hopefully Metro can do what he did last matchup. And oh, now we have Metro and Retro. Metro is down just one, but Retro maybe he can pull out a win, but Metro has him cornered. But no, Metro darn it again, 2-0. Holy smokes, what a match, Ridge.
Metro just cleaning house every time. Raid Baron doing just enough damage, and then Metro coming in full steam ahead, even though he's got a flaming hat, steam hat, lol. We've got the Frenchies looking like they're going to run away with it 3-0 here, unless if England can really do something about this. Here we go.
And this one started out Raid Baron against El Commandante, or Retro, I mean. Raid Baron and Retro going at it, and they're squaring off pretty decently here. Pretty even punches there. And Raid Baron goes for that ace in the hole, Metro. And looked like a late hit there. But Conti is kind of on his last legs here. Can Metro not pull out? El Commandante. It now takes out Metro against Raid Baron, and El Commandante takes out the rest of France on that one. It is 2-1. Looks like they're trying to pull something out of their butt ends there, Ridge. What can you see next to really pull that whole comeback through?
They really need to keep on doing this strategy, which they've been doing for quite a while here, not leaving any space for them, constantly wailing in these attacks. It's going to be tough for England to come back into this. They need to win 3 rounds in a row, at least tie it up to increase their morale here.
Alright, Team England's hoping to celebrate this win with tea and crumpets, but first they have to get back this deficit 2-1. El Commandante's out there with Raid Baron. El Commandante, they both actually trade hits there. And Raid Baron and El Commandante keeps on trading hits. Commandante missed that one. They both trade off again. Even Steven here between these two. And Raid Baron gets it. El Commandante!
Not much down.
And Retro's coming out there to hope to avenge his teammates, and now he has to go up against Metro. He has to go up against that Metro, who's already had some clutch performances already in this match. Can he do it? But no, he cannot. Metro comes out and beats him, and France goes on to win 3-1. Well, this isn't World War II. France wins, and look at that. 3-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for 5 falls, is for the NHBL Iron Man Championship. Introducing the challenger from a land down under, as he wished to be built, weighing in at a latency of 30, here is Mario Mama Boy. And introducing the opponent from London, England, weighing in at a latency of 106. He is the NHBL Ironman champion. It's Dat Max.
Alright, so thank you, Baxter. So this is going to be a good matchup between these two. We got Mario, we got it's Dat Max. I'm just going to call him Max because it's short and sweet and to the point. Max is the Ironman champion, and usually with the Ironman Championship, you have to really just be strong-willed. You have to be, one of the bravest boxers to really just stand up against whoever comes at you. Does that Max have that kind of approach coming into this match against Mario, who really hasn't really been, faced Mario at all ever?
I mean, in terms of the belt's origin, it was originally meant from the HFC Meidel creation, but it's currently dead now, right now, because I haven't got time to resurrect it. But it was a long distance match. It was actually longer than this match is. I think it was like 8 out of something. So it does show that its roots show that someone has to have an iron will, Iron Man. Haha. But this match, these two boys are also from the HFC as well. So this is going to be a pretty good throwback match to when it was back in its heyday. Well, not back in its heyday, but it was pretty good.
So these two come from the Heavy Fighting Club?
They do. Mario Baba Boy is a seasoned guy, and Dat Max was never really too active, but he did make a mark on the group.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the red is Dat Max, and in the blue is Mario. And Dat Max is going with a very aggressive approach here, and that might cost him in the end, and it does there. Mario gets the win there, and so he's up 1-0 in that. Ridge, what do you think about that aggressive approach? It obviously didn't serve him too well.
Very good counters from both of them. Both of them wanting to get in their aggression right off the bat, and both of them were pretty much equal in terms of hits until Mario just managed to click his mouse a little bit faster than Dat Max.
Alright, here we go. Mario's up 1-0. Can he extend the lead, or will Dat Max get the retribution he needs? Dat Max again with the aggressive approach kind of got Mario out of that corner, but Mario tried to get right behind him, and he does just that. Mario tried to blindside Dat Max, and it worked out. He's up 2-0 over Max. Ridge, are you surprised by this at all?
I'm a tiny bit surprised that Dat Max has not really changed his strategy too much. Mario Bama Boy really is getting inside of his head here. Of course, there is a slight ping difference, but in terms of seasoned boxing, the ping difference is something which we've all come to accept, and I've done testing. Above 150 is where it truly starts to get pretty bad. And we did a fun fact: we did a Singaporean event. Everyone was on 270 ping.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third round. Mario's up 2-0 against Dat Max. Dat Max is not doing a much of an aggressive approach here. That might just be what Dat Max needs to try to do to try to switch it up. And Dat Max, and they're both even actually. They're both even here. And Dat Max kind of struggled there right in the center of the ring. And Mario's going to capitalize on that mistake by Dat Max. Oh my goodness, Mario is up on this one 3-0. Ridge, Dat Max tried a different approach, and he got caught up in the middle there. What should Dat Max do now?
He's got to change up his play style from being an aggressive guy to more of a passive guy. I might have given away his strategy there, but that is what he has to do. That is just what he has to do. Just change it up, man. Don't be a basic boy. Come on, dude. You do it.
Fourth round, Mario's up 3-0. Max is, he's kind of over in his corner there. Mario's trying to ease up a little bit. He has a nice little deficit there, so, I can imagine that he wants to try to keep his distance a little bit. Maybe not put too much on the table on the line here. Dat Max they're both below both 1 hit, so they've got a little even strategy here going on here. Not much to talk about. They're kind of just, dancing around the ring and all that stuff. But hey, you want to be a little cautious. Mario's trying to get Dat Max to do something. Trying to get him to to do something he's not supposed to do, only for Mario to get around him, and then that's what cost him in the last match. And they're still dancing around the ring. Mario's trying to push forward here. Datmax is trying to get Mario to go him into an uncomfortable position. And here they go, but they both miss on that one. Oh man, that could have been hit detection there, I think. And they're still going around, and Mario gets the hit on here, and Datmax, I think, a little bit distraught from this one, and Mario has him up on this one substantially, and Mario takes it. In that one, it was interesting on that one. Mario gets up 4-0, by the way. It was very, very stalemate, but all you have to do, Mario's very patient on that one, and he gets the win. And what does Datmax, I mean, he has no other option. What needs to do now?
Things are looking bleak for Datmax at this point. As much as the passive playstyle seemed to draw out his life, it doesn't seem to be working, so he's got to find something new to get back 5 rounds in a row.
Alright, here we go. Can Mario shut out Datmax? Datmax obviously doesn't want that to happen. And, yeah, they're still being a little bit more passive. Datmax is really stuck in his corner, he's got to watch there. And then now they're eyeing each other. I think Mario's starting to taunt him a little bit. He sees that title. He can just taste it, I think he can. He's looking at it. Datmax, he's trying to hold on for dear life. They're both dancing around now, similar to with the last play style. You know what, I actually don't particularly mind this. It's kind of, steady chess. Trying to get each other, trying to get a checkmate out of this. Mario's, I think, taunting Datmax this time. Datmax is starting to push
still
up a little
dancing.
Still dancing. I know this is a disco-themed event, but God, we really didn't take it literally. Good God, alright. So,
I'll start playing the Bee Gees if you don't start punching.
I'm getting older. Punch each other! Go!
If we guys hold off any longer, SSBL might come back. Okay.
Oh, wow. Guys, if you hold it any longer, the HFC might actually do something.
Alright, they're getting closer. They're getting closer here.
Oh my god, someone might actually throw a punch this rate. Oh my god.
It just shows you how much these two want it. I mean, want to bore us to death.
Okay, guys, just charge! Charge! Charge!
And finally they make contact.
Charge! Go!
Datmax is kind of in a corner here, but Datmax tries to get around them. Mario backs off a little bit. Mario being passive as all hell. A stalemate here.
So much later that they got tired of having the old rep, and they had to hire a new one. Come on, guys. Come on. Go.
They're still going at it, and there they go. They trade
I'm
punches.
just gonna go make myself a cup of tea, BRB.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot punch.
And all joking
One
aside,
stick,
Datmax is on his final.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3. Oh, he got
Gets
him!
it up with a shutout, 5-0 in that matchup. And
Here
wow.
is your winner and the new Iron Man champion, Mario, Mama Boy.
Alright, that was a very great match, but only for one side. Mario shuts him out 5-0 and takes his title and runs with it. Ridge, I mean, what is your thoughts on that match?
I got physically older. But overall, first three rounds were pretty good boys. Just when the HFC comes back, just don't make me get older like that again, guys, please. I trust you guys, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for 5 falls, is for the NHBL Manco Championship. Introducing the participants first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at a latency of 23, Gearhead. And introducing the opponent, he hails from the bad side of Two Fort, New Mexico, weighing in at a latency of 56, Pendriguez.
Yes, Spogo is really good ref, I promise. Alright, so in the match, I have Pendriguez Gearhead for the Manco Championship. Pandora, we've seen a lot of him recently. Gearhead, I personally haven't seen too much of him, but this should be an ultra competitive match. What's your opinion on this, Ridge?
I've seen Pendriguez play. He hasn't I don't think he's challenged for the European belt too many times, and I don't know what he's like on the NA scene. I've only done about 3 NA fight nights that I remember. But Gearhead is definitely a new up-and-comer, definitely showing his stars tonight. Pendriguez, of course, a fight night veteran, if you like. But both of these two, in my eyes at least, they seem like a pretty decent match. Gearhead, the new up-and-comer, Pendriguez, the decent old guy in this scenario.
Yeah.
What do you think about them, my boy Sins?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked, Ridge. Well, I think this is going to be a very stellar match. Just very ultra competitive. I think a lot of fists are going to fly. We're going to crown an inaugural Manco champion. That's historic. Whoever's going to win this one will be the first Manco champion. I would love to have that on my resume when I'm boxing at some weird tournament that's, you know, it's weird that no one ever heard of. But besides that, we're just finishing up the practice match. I think that was the last one. And we're going to get ready down for the match. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one. It's 5 out of 9 for the Manco Championship. And here we go. The first match for the Manco Championship. We're heading blue and we're in red. And now it's a stalemate. I hope it's not going to be like the last match and just going to run around. And Gearhead goes right after Pandora on that one. Pandora is countering most of Gearhead's attacks here. And Pandora, wow, counters that last punch and Gearhead falls to Pandora 1-0. Ridge, that first punch that Gearhead tried to do, it didn't work. And Pendriguez comes up and with the victory in that one. What does Gearhead have to do now to change it up a bit?
It seemed. Oh, voice break. You never two altogether. But there you are. Yeah, Pendriguez seemed to be. I mean, both of them seemed pretty darn close. I saw that Pendriguez, I think, was down to 1 hit, maybe even 2 hits. So closer than most people might think. But we'll see. We'll see if he can break away like Mario did.
All right, round 2. Now just started. Pandora's back in his corner here. Gearhead's right in the middle, hopefully to get that first punch, but Gearhead, I would stay back a little bit. And there you go. And there are even punches here thrown out for both of them. And Pandora connects with that one, and Pandora is up, and he finishes off Gearhead. Pandora's up 2-0 in this one, and we've seen Pandora box here for other fight nights recently, and I've been particularly impressed by him and how far he's come in boxing. And this is just one step further. What do you think about it, Rich?
I think this is. I don't know about you. Prove me wrong, Gearhead. Prove me wrong about this, but I've got a sneaking suspicion this might end up like Mario. Constantly close rounds, but always one step ahead. And in Pendriguez's case, he's always one step ahead of Gearhead at this rate. But well, prove me wrong, Gearhead. Prove me to be a silly boy.
Alright, to the sound of the bell. Here comes the boxers out of their corner. Pandora's up 2-0, and he's playing very passive in this one. Gearhead's still right in the middle. Oh, and Gearhead tried to bait him. Oh, and Gearhead's not throwing a punch in that last one. And Pandora is having his way with Gearhead right in the middle of the ring and just takes him clean out. That was probably one of the most one-sided rounds in this matchup so far between these two.
These two guys have had a good few rounds here with Gearhead not really sussing out his strategy, so he's got to get in his head. He's really got to get in his head like an annoying song in order to see what he can do against him.
Alright. Can Gearhead come and make this a comeback? Because, God, two shutouts in a row. Let's make this competitive, shall we? Pandora's in the corner. Gearhead, oh, they both missed their punches. Now they both connect. Even. Steven, that's going to be my save for the night.
Steven. Ooh.
Oh, and Gearhead did not punch Pandora in that one opportune moment, I think. I think that was a downfall of Gearhead. Pendriguez, 4-0. One more win, he's the inaugural champion. Rich, thoughts?
Thoughts, yeah. I mean, this is turning out to be quite a very similar situation here. But notice in that sort of situation where you have trade-offs coming at the same time, it doesn't really come down to skill, more how fast your mouse input is. And in that situation, he couldn't really do much. He was in the middle of the ring. He couldn't get back in time because he's always right there next to him. Bit of a sad story.
Alright. Pedriz can shut out Gearhead. Gearhead got him cornered here in the opposite corner. Pandora coming gets
Oh no, they're stuck!
They're stuck!
Oh yeah!
They're stuck in Gearhead! Oh my goodness, I've never seen that happen before. I'm no ref, so is that legal?
That happens every time, so I can't really cancel it.
Well, then that's just a victory for Gearhead then. Holy cow! Shocking turn of events.
Official rulebook standing. When people get stuck in each other, too bad. You gotta punch and fight on.
And Baxter with that official ruling. I've never seen that happen before in all the times I've been here at NHBL. Wow, is this the kind of momentum that Gearhead needs? This kind of thing that needed for this, Rich?
Well, what I can tell you is that is definitely a very, very, very lucky break there. Maybe he can ride this? I don't know. The odds are stacked against him.
Alright, here we go. Gearhead.
Oh, I think he died again. Uh-oh. Alright, so, here we go. First round, they get stuck again. They've got stuck again, but they're broken free. Pendrigo's on the attack now. He's going to play a lot more passive here. And Pendrigo's picks up the last round. Gius.
Here is your winner and new inaugural NHBL Manco champion, Pendriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for 5 falls is for the new NHBL Australian Championship. Introducing the participants first, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, on the blue side, weighing in at a latency of 52 ping, Sage Will. And introducing the opponent from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at a latency of 45, Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick.
We're going to get ready for the practice round. And in the blue is Professor Patrick, and in the red is Sage Will. And this match. Okay, let me get some on my chest here. So, as the former owner and creator of SSBL, I created the Australian Championship and the inaugural champion, and I'm inaugural Australian champion with SSBL.
I mean, I've seen Boxing Professor in NHBL. Does that count?
The answer is Mr. Dr. Patrick. He was the SSBL inaugural Australian champion. So imagine him becoming an Australian champion again here in NHBL. But yeah, Ridge, what's your thoughts on this match then, and going in and on these two competitors? Like, what do you think their strategy should be?
Here's my analogy of this match. One is a, albeit very noteworthy fighter for just being, you know, a very positive guy in the community. He's been known to, Sage Will himself has been known to join the servers like 5 minutes before the event actually starts because he's committed. He's one of the most committed people to fight nights, and I really applaud him. But he's up against Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick. Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick. This is going to be interesting.
Alright, this matchup, boy, am I excited, or hopefully you're all excited because it's going to be one hell of a match. It should be, and Sage Will is, bringing on the fight to Patrick! Patrick missed all those shots! Patrick missed all of those shots there, and Sage Will comes up 1-0. Ridge, did that surprise you there, or what Patrick tried to do there?
Absolute aggression from Sage Will. I don't think Patrick was ready for that. I don't think his booty was ready for Sage Will. He just came out the gate very strong, ultra aggression. Patrick couldn't even get past the halfway mark of the ring.
And here we go, lads. Patrick needs to try to get a comeback here. It's 1-0 for Sage Will. And if there's a will, there's a way. And here comes Sage Will. Hopefully to finish that. And Patrick ties it up, and we have a match here, ladies and gentlemen. Ridge, what did you see different in that one that made Patrick get that win?
When there's a will, there's a way. You clever boy. Patrick, I guess, kind of sussed out the general tactic from Sage Will of just pure unbridled aggression. He matched it with semi-passive, I'm going to eat your face off, which is pretty effective against full-on aggressors.
Alright, here we go. It is a tie ball game. If only it was a ball game. It's actually a boxing match, the more you know. And Sage Will is going after Patrick again, but Patrick is standing up his ground here. Sage Will misses on that hit, and now they're both missing their hits, but no, Patrick's got the upper hand. He gets a 2-1 against Sage Will, and Patrick, I don't know if he is a doctor. I don't know if he's a real doctor, but if he has a degree in something, it'd be a degree in a kick ass, I think. But Ridge, what did you think in that contest?
Very interesting, that. Patrick getting good aggression, decent aggression, more aggression than I'm used to of him, but there you are. Sage Will, I feel like he just either has to play passively or just completely go berserk. Absolutely berserk. One of the two. It'll probably catch him off guard either way, I don't know. Or I've just spoiled the whole surprise.
Then you may begin when the bell rings.
So that's a little bit earlier, but here we go. And Mr. Professor Patrick is up against Sage Will in the middle of the ring here. Sage Will is backing him into a corner. His last hit wins, and Sage Will ties it up. And I think we just seen Sage Will turn to Rage Will. He had a lot of aggression in that one against Patrick. I am just a one-lining machine tonight. I am on a
one-line machine.
Yes, I am. Rich, what did you see different in Sage Will now when they got the upper hand?
Somebody stop this man. Yeah, Sage Will piling on the aggression like I predicted, because I'm a voodoo priest, god of all things godly-like. But Sage Will either has to continue this or change his playstyle to further confuse Patrick and maybe even win against the established legend. I don't know. What's going on?
Alright. So it's tied 2-2. You guys should know that by now. And yeah, this is going to be an ultra competitive match compared to the last matches. And Sage Will, oh my goodness, Sage Will misses on that one hit, and it cost him. Mr. Doc Professor Patrick showed him why he is a doctor in killing people. Rage, what about that match and that matchup, and what did you like about it and whatnot?
Personally, I was focusing on Sage Will's playstyle. First passive, and then completely and utterly bad bleeping word crazy, and then he missed a punch. And at that moment, something rather weird happened. He just backed off, which is a weird thing, because if you're a guy like Sage and you're relying on aggression, you don't usually do that. You just try and bait him, so interesting tactics there.
Hey everyone, bell rang. And yeah, it's 3-2 Patrick. And Sage Will really going aggressive against Patrick, and Patrick fending him off pretty well. Patrick is very good at dodging attacks when around a corner, and Patrick showed him that real quick. Sage Will is down 4-2 in this one. Yikers.
Yikers.
What does Sage Will need to do to come back in this?
He needs to just go for the aggression again. I feel like aggression is what has been really bamboozling Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick's cool flow. But he's a professor. I'm sure he can calculate, like, millennia in advance what he's gonna do. He's professor. Lol.
Alright, Patrick can get back his Australian championship that he held over 2 years ago. Oh guys, it's been that long. Oh my god, I'm getting old. Sage Will and Patrick trading blows here in the middle of the ring. It's the last man standing here, and Sage Will gets the upper hand. It's 4-3. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, what is going on here, Rich?
Wow. Sage Will has honestly surprised me this match. He has genuinely surprised me. Good luck, champ. You can draw against him and make it into match point. I keep telling you, the aggression. This is what he needs, this is what he wants, this is what he has to do. Do not give up now, Sage, for it is your destiny.
Alright, Sage Will's aggression might be getting the best of Patrick. Who knows? It's 4-3 Patrick. They're there in the middle of the ring over that nice, gorgeous title belt. And which one of them will come over there? Oh! Uh-oh! It's match point, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness gracious, he took him downtown, down the pain. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh god, I'm just so flustered. I don't know what I'm all flustered. Rich, take it away.
To quote myself from the I think the Sasha finals. I have absolutely no idea what's going on right now. I'm pretty delusional right now, I'm not even gonna lie. But here we go. It's match point. Match point, Sage Will with the constant aggression to Patrick. Patrick can't handle it. Come on, Sage. Bring it home.
Alright, it's match freaking point. And Spogo, you shot your gun.
I shot my gun, and fucking goddamn it, Sage Will, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's the second false stars. We need to give the point to Patrick.
No, we need to have this final.
No.
We need to have the final round, please.
Baxter, intervene, Baxter.
Baxter, help me out here.
As the official runner of Fight Nights, we're not deciding a champion in this manner. Patrick,
Yes.
Will, get your gloves on, we're going boxing.
Tension. And begin. Alright.
Here we go.
So I want to build the tension here. This should be main event caliber here for the Australian Championship, the prestigious title. Will Patrick get it, or will Sage Will take it home with him? They're at even. Patrick in the red corner, Sage Will in the blue. Sage Will is stuck in the middle there. And now Patrick's looking for him for a kill. And he gets it! He gets it! The new Australian champion is back with Patrick!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new NHBL Australian champion, Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick! Alright, guys, what a match, you know. I'm still reeling from that Australian title match. What a great way to bring it back, right, Sis?
Oh my god, yes. Patrick is elated. I'm so happy for him after Patrick, you know, the #1 guy in SSBL, and for him to come back and win that title back. Oh my god, I literally almost shed a tear. I'm not even joking. I was so happy.
Not only that, but we've got Sage Will coming out. He did wonderful in that round. He had his coming out match where he became one of the greats. He's going to do great things, I tell you that much. It is now time for the main event. All right. Everyone cool it. Need silence. Thank you very much. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the NHBL's first ever triple threat match, and it is for the NHBL Fight Night Championship. In this match, all 3 members will be in the ring at the same time on the same team with friendly fire enabled. They will fight until one man is left standing. This man will be awarded a round point, and the first one to reach 4 points will be declared the winner of the triple threat match and the first ever NHBL, not the first ever, but the first ever winner of the triple threat match and the NHBL Fight Night champion. Yay! It's main event time. Let's go. Okay, introducing the challengers first. From Paris, France, weighing in at a latency of okay, not Paris. Well, look, it's your most important city. Which one, Baron? Which one? Name it. Let's go. I'm waiting. Okay. From Orleans, France. Let's go with Orleans. Orleans, France. Weighing in at a latency of 115. He's lagging out. Raid Baron. And the next challenger, he hails reportedly from the moon. I doubt that, but hey. He hails from the moon itself, weighing in at a latency of 49. Here is Egyptian Bagel. Very good. All right, now introducing the opponent from Skopje, Macedonia, weighing in at a latency of over 100 at 168. Goodness gracious. He is the NHBL Fight Night champion, Lolsi. Okay, yeah, then we're good. Okay, fight, go! Practice.
So they're going to start their practice. Man, we'd be talking forever, wouldn't we? Back in SS for matches, we had Fatal 4-Way matches. We even had a 5-way match at one point on friendly fire, same conditions, whatever. And I always loved them because they're so unpredictable. The boxers might hate them, but as us watchers and people, it is so fun to watch, Ridge. And I think you'll be experiencing something pretty spectacular because you have 3 of the best boxers: Egyptian Bagel, Ray Bear, who we just saw tonight, and then Lulcy. And it'll be interesting. What don't you say, Ridge?
Oh, it's going to be really weird. The strategy, not only is it going to be all wonky and higgledy house, but also, if you get that reference, I love you. But also, it's going to be, the strategy is all weird, because if you notice, look at them, if you notice, they're not really eyeing out who's the weaker, because I think they can see each other's health. So maybe that is a brilliant strategy to use to either bully a bigger target, or to whittle down a weaker target so that your life is easier with the guy who's got better health so you can have an even fight. It's gonna be an interesting time, but there's no way of communicating to each other, so it's gonna be either lone wolves or gangs, or ganging up, and it's gonna be ridiculously interesting. I think this is the final warm-up round now, I believe. So let's just do on-the-fly analysis here. So as you can see, immediately they're just flailing. But there's no real, they're not really using any strategy, are they really, Sims? They're just going for each other.
Well, the thing with friendly fire is they finished it up. The thing with friendly fire, the hit detect is really wonky, and there's a certain way that I figured out. There's a certain way to actually get a punch. I'm not going to spoil it for any of the boxers, but there is a way to get every hit. There's just a particular way. Maybe one of these boxers will exploit that and get the victory, but if these guys are smart, they maybe want to form a little coalition here and then gang up at the end, but who knows. But here we are. Main event for the NHBL Fight Night Championship. Holy moly. Alright, okay, I'm pretty sure I had the bell rang at the right time. It's a triple threat match, a lot of action going well. I'll try my best here for you. And Ray Barron is at the lowest point here. He's trying to hide in the corner. He's trying to get around the Bagel here, but Bagel's trying to stick with it. And just like that, Bagel comes up 1-0 against his other opponents there. That was really hectic there, but I'm not going to spoil anything. But I did see Red Baron and Lulcy. I did see them kind of do the maneuver you're supposed to with friendly fire, but yet they still lost. Ridge, thought?
Interesting, we did see Raid Baron try and play it smart there, because he was on low health. He isn't going to go rushing in there, so backing off, being a wuss, is seen to others as being a wuss, which it is, but it's a very viable strategy, being an absolute pussycat in the ring.
Baxter doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, so here we go, and just like that, Lulcy is going right on the charge here. Red Baron's kind of staying back a little bit smart there. Hit registration obviously playing a key factor in here for any friendly fire match. And Bagel goes out, so we're going to have a tie of some sort here. And Ray Baron is looking to clinch against Lulcy, but Lulcy is trying to give it back up. Friendly fire is playing no part, but Lulcy gets that one hit in, and Ray Baron finishes the job. Ray Baron gets the point of this 4-win contest. Ridge, Bagel goes out first. That's kind of surprising. You see how Ray Baron actually used that strategy of holding back. It actually worked for him in that favor.
Yeah, I'm not going to suggest any tactics, but I reckon ganging will work. Depends as to who gangs with who. Whether they eliminate the weaker target, because they're stupid boys. Or maybe Bagel manipulates the weaker target into getting the middling target, or maybe the big target gets bullied first.
You're confusing me. Oh, God. Oh, my head. Alright, here we go. Lulcy's going to need a point here to try to tie things up, make it a 3-way tie here. And Lulcy getting ganged up right in the middle there. That's interesting. And now Ray Baron no, Bagel's going after Ray Baron now. Bagel's got to watch here. And Bagel does, and Ray Baron takes him out. Now just down to Ray Baron and Lulcy. Lulcy trying to stay in with here, trying to get him in, and now, oh my goodness, can Lulcy do it? And Lulcy gets it back, he comes back in, wins it, and it's all tie 3-way. Oh my good gravy, it is a tie game. Ridge, what do you think about that?
I mean, okay, let's just segment that. So Bagel goes down, not too much of a surprise, but then Lolsey just completely destroys him by just moving through him. He just moves through Raid Baron, bamboozles him because he's never moved through a guy before, and then destroys him.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, it is a fair game. It is tied all across the board here. Lolsey going right after Raid Baron, but Lolsey's kind of stuck in the middle. And then Bagel turns on Raid Baron. Raid Baron wasn't really expecting that too much, and Lolsey's still stuck in the middle. Gotta watch Egyptian. It looks like he's trying to take cheap shots a little bit. Or, I mean, Bagel wants to take cheap shots. And Lolsey still kind of in the middle there. Raid Baron and Bagel are starting to go at it in the corner, and they break off. And now Lolsey still kind of gangs up and gets ganged up on both of them. It's Raid Baron and Bagel now. And the two challengers, and Bagel comes back around, and now he's up one just like in the first round. And wow, so Lolsey getting ganged up in that last half there that's quite interesting. The two challengers beating up the champions, Rich.
Oh, well, that is pretty darn good. The fact that even with wonky physics of friendly fire, even with two guys on Bagel can still take it down.
Yeah, I told you, it's entertaining. Alright, and here we go, lads. And Bagel gets out with that hit against him real early. Los and Bagel going at it as Raid kind of hits back, but now Bagel and Raid going at it. Bagel's kind of been worse for wear here. Lolsey gets him with a cheap shot and it works up against him. And Raid Baron and Lolsey now going at it. Lolsey here down on his last leg in Raid Baron. And it's like a seesaw affair between these three. It's now tied 2-2 between Bagel and Raid Baron. Ridge, thoughts please?
We've seen a lot of ties from Lolsey and Raid Baron, those two being the last two surviving, but since Bagel has got a lead of 2, they can afford to stall each other up. Bagel's not going to get harmed of his, lead or subsequent drawing, because then he could just get one other, so, I don't know, strategy, chess.
Alright. So, Los going right after Raid Baron. This seems like Los and Raid Baron are starting a little bit of a rivalry there. Los just wants to get right after him, but Bagel and Raid Baron starting to take after him. Raid Baron gets caught up against Bagel now, and now Los, now they're in 3-corner. Sorry, excuse me, it's just so hard to keep up with these guys. Raid Baron on his last legs, and Bagel takes him out. Oh my goodness, another 3-way tie. Will this be the theme for the rest of the match? Another tie? Ridge, please help.
Help. I don't know. This is help.
Very chaotic.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can handle any more of... Should we just go to 3? I don't know, man.
Alright, another 3-way tie between these three. Lolsey in the corner there, trying to get out of there, trying to jump out of there, and Raid Baron now. Yeah, Raid Baron's trying to get after Lolsey and Bagel, and now Bagel and Lolsey getting at it, and now they just keep on switching opponents. They don't know who they're trying to target. They're targeting anyone they can see. Bagel still, he gets blindsided by Raid Baron. And now Lolsey and Raid Baron going at it once again, and we're not going to have that same seesaw battle. These two have never gotten a lead yet, and Lolsey gets his first lead of the matchup with 3 points trying to defend his NHBL Fight Night Championship. Ridge, I love this match. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
This has exceeded my expectations by 10,000 miles. Lolsey making very good use of the jump button, not something which I would consider good in a 1v1 sense, but since hit reg is wonky, I might as well throw in a moving hitbox while you're at it as well.
Okay, here we go. Lolsey up 3-2-2, or 2-3-2, or however Bax counts it. But Bagel going right after Lolsey, and I think Bagel and Raid Baron thought they would have some kind of alliance here, but they're not doing so. And now Lolsey gets kind of in the middle there, and now Raid Baron and Bagel start going at each other. Lolsey trying to get out of the way so to see if the other two can fight, but now they're all going to gang up in the corner, and Raid Baron takes out Lols. We're going to have a tie in Raid Baron. Makes it a tie game between him and Lols. Bagel goes behind the point. First time in the match for him. Ridge, what is your thoughts on that last matchup and what you saw?
Well now, this is Bagel now has got to pull out his smarty pants. He's got to put them on And he's got to think, right, how can I get back in this with 2 rounds? Because both of those two can win now. I've got 2 rounds to go. Mathematics. Oh.
Yes. Alright, will we see the conclusion of this match where Bagel will make a 3-way tie? If there's a 3-way tie after I do this, I might die. Just fair warning.
I might die.
Yeah, I think we all might die. And Bagel going right after Lols. And Bagel, oh my goodness, Bagel's getting caught up here. I think they just want to go down the
Bagel dies. We get a winner out of these two, by the way.
Yeah, that is true. If Bagels dies here, I think they're trying to gang up on Bagel, I think. And Lols playing it safe. He's going outside a little bit. And now Raid Baron and Lols are going to fight at it. That's just what Bagel needs in this one, trying to stay in this one. And now Bagel's getting caught in the middle. Bagel's in the red corner now. Bagel's trying to fight out of his life out of this one. Lols and Raid Baron take a jab at each other, but I think both of them. And now Bagel getting in the center. They're trying to dodge everything. Raid Baron right in his flank, and Bagel so hit him. And we're gonna have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Lols and Raid Baron. Here we go. Here, Billy, new champion crowd. Keep this Lols in it to win it. He's trying to get back at Raid Baron. Raid Baron is on his last leg. Lols C keeps his NHBL Fight Night Championship against 2 worthy contenders. My oh my.
Here is your winner, and still NHBL Fight Night Champion, Lolsey.
This is going to be really interesting here.
Practice round, go, fight.
Go. Right, let's just quickly examine. Quickly examine what's going on here.
Yeah, so, here's the thing. So, in
Oh wait, I forgot
we
to turn the friendly fire on.
Yeah. Oh no.
Never do any damage.
I even said in the chat. Have you turned off friendly fire?
Okay, wait.
What are the
Go back
odds
to your
of that?
quarters. Let me try that again.